Hey Chris, do you remember the record-breaking extreme examples while you were in of the most number of people calling someone to confirm they're attending an event? Ross and Carrie's podcast revealed they experienced multiple calls per day. Also, any examples of extremes on the other end, like most number of years someone wasn't active that you recovered? We're seeing letters from a Church of Scientology registrar being posted online that were sent to people 23 and 48 years after they bought a book. Okay, as far as event calling goes, yeah, I've seen some pretty crazy examples. I remember one day there was a guy who was hanging up on people because he had been called by 7 different people within like an hour or two on the same day. Hey, you coming to the event? Yeah, I'm coming, and then like 10 minutes later, hey, you coming to the event? And it was like, yeah, you guys just called me, And there were a lot of efforts being made because the staff hated doing this to people. There was a lot of pressure on the staff to get them to do this work. But staff are people too, and they recognize that it really sucks when they have to like get an earful because of their own inefficiency. They're sitting around a table calling the same guys over and over again. And they don't like that, any more than anybody else does. So, but they do it anyway because they don't have anything else to do. And they got to get those event confirms, So I've seen 7, 8 times, a guy get called by 7 or 8 different people in the same day. And as far as getting people back in, yeah, you could recover people who've been gone a long time. I actually got people back into the church when I was going around knocking door to door and finding people who had done Scientology in the past and trying to get them to come back in. I contacted people who hadn't been in the church since the 70s. And I don't think I ever reached anybody all the way back to the 60s. Although there are names and there were people that we were trying to get who had been last done Scientology back then. And Hubbard's policies say, look, if they did it then, they'll do it again. You just have to get them recovered. You got to get them back in. So that is how, that's kind of some of what I saw when I was doing that kind of work.